everyone, Dawn here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. So today I'm going to do something I'm very excited about. I am going to do my first update video for Spooky Empire 2022. Now, before we get started on what's going on with them this year, the update I have is the announced guests. But first, I want to tell you about Spooky Empire. This is from last year, from 2021. It was in October last year, right around Halloween time, so perfect. And it took place in Orlando, and it had a lot of guests. Robert Englund was there, Freddy Krueger, Robert Englund, Kathy Najimy. She was, I don't know what her name was, but she was one of the witches in Hocus Pocus. Freddie Prinze Jr. was supposed to be there, but he canceled. Lance Henriksen was there. I didn't meet him, but I saw him from afar. Sherilyn Fenn was there. If you watch my video of me going to the event, that you know that I got to meet her, and she is delightful. I love her. Ryan Hurst, Opie from Sons of Anarchy, was there. I also got to see him from a distance, and he's a cutie. And Tyler Main was there. I also saw him from a distance. Tyler played Michael Myers in the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. CJ Graham was there. He was one of the Jasons. James Murray was there. You would know him from, what is that? Impractical Jokers? Mick Foley was there. We got to see him too. I waved to him. Oliver Robbins, the little boy from Poltergeist, he's a grown man now, but he was there. Derek Riggs was there. He is the artist who draws Eddie, Iron Maiden's Eddie. Alex Vincent was there. He was the little boy from the original Child's Play. Also, he's a grown man now, and he's quite a cutie, and he was there with Chucky. Robert Kurtzman was there. Eugene Clark, Fred Olin Ray, David Howard Thornton. He is, I forgot the name of the clown, but from the All Hallows Eve and Terrifier movies. Who else? We had Lisa Wilcox from one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, Tuesday Night from one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Brooke Thies she was also in one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, and she was also in a show I used to love called Just the 10 of Us. It was from the late 80s, early 90s maybe. Brooke Bundy was there, and there's a lot of celebrities there. But there were more than that, but that's all I mean. They have costume contests, they have a kids zone, they have a film festival, they have talks where you can hear people talk. They have a few different classes they teach, like how to do FX art, or an FX mask or something like that. And you have to pay for the materials, and you get something to take home usually, I believe. And they have vendors there, authors, artists, people who create wonderful things. And they have musicians, all kinds of stuff. It's really a lot of fun. But in short, Spooky Empire is an annual horror convention that's usually, I think it's always been held in Southeast Florida, or Central Florida in Orlando, but I don't think it's always been held in Orlando. But it's been around since 2003. And the event features celebrities, vendors, a film festival, music, seminars, exhibits, Q&A forums. That was the word I was trying to think of. And this year, Spooky Empire is going to be held at the Wyndham Orlando Resort, June 17th through the 19th. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so far, a few celebrity guests have been announced. And they are, we're going to start with Julie Benz. You know who she is? She was Rita on Dexter, and she was in the movie Jawbreaker. She was in that, well, I wrote it down here, Shriek, If You Know What I Did Last Friday the 13th. She's in an episode of Supernatural. She's been in Angel, Roswell, Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She was in Saw 5. And she'll be at Spooky Empire for 2 days. She'll be there June 18th and 19th. So that's Saturday and Sunday. Derek Mears, he is an actor and stuntman. And he was Jason Voorhees in the 2009 Friday the 13th. The one I call the Jared Padalecki one. He was in that. He was Jason. And he's also appeared in Masters of Horror, The Hills Have Eyes 2. Was he Chameleon or something like that? In The Hills Have Eyes 2. Hatchet 3, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and he was the Swamp Thing in the Swamp Thing series. And he'll be at Spooky Empire the whole weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, so June 17th through the 19th. And this is one of my horror movie heroes or heroines, Dee Wallace, E.T.'s mom. I know she's not E.T.'s mom, but I like to call her that. She'll also be there, and she's been in E.T., The Howling. She's been in Rob Zombie's Halloween, Lords of Salem, 3 from Hell. I gotta look at my list. Oh, Cujo. She's in Cujo, Critters. She was in a movie, I think it's called Boo. It wasn't like the world's greatest movie, but I still had fun watching it. She was also in an episode of Supernatural. And so she'll be there the whole weekend. She'll be there June 17th, 18th, and 19th. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the next celebrity guests are the monsters from the Monster Squad. Count Dracula, the werewolf, and the mummy. And so I got to read their names because would you believe I've never seen Monster Squad? Never seen it. Maybe I'll watch it today. I know it's somewhere on the Roku. But Duncan Rieger, I hope I'm saying his name right. He was Count Dracula. Carl Thibault, who played the Wolfman, and Reed McKay, who was the mummy. They'll be there the whole weekend. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And the final guest, this is so exciting as far as I'm concerned, the final guest they've announced so far, there's going to be more for sure, but the final guest announced is Dennis O'Hare from American Horror Story, American Gods, True Blood. Love him in True Blood. I love him in everything I've seen him in. My favorite role I've seen him play was Elizabeth Taylor in the motel season of American Horror Story. And I also love him as, I forgot what, Russell Edgington in True Blood. Love that character. Yeah, he's awesome. And he'll be there the whole weekend. And as of right now, these are the plans and they can change. But as of right now, he'll be there the whole weekend, the 17th, 18th, and 19th of June. So that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I'm going to have to meet him and Dee Wallace and maybe Julie Benn. So I'm going to have to save my pennies because you have to pay for autographs and stuff. And I understand why they do that. Otherwise, it would just be chaos. So I understand why they do that. So I'm not going to complain about that. I know a lot of people complain, like, well, they're celebrities and people are there to see them. They have the nerve to charge money. It's their management company decides to charge the money for one thing. And you have to understand if they didn't do that, these horror fans are like the Uruguay. They will, like Robert Englund, let's use him for an example. Last year, we got there before the event opened, just because I wanted to make sure. We'd never been there before, so I wanted to make sure I had all my ducks in a row. And we see this one line that is just very long. It's very long. This is a really huge hotel, and the line was long. I can't even guesstimate a number of how long it was, like a number of feetage or anything. It was super long, and it just got longer. Later in the day, it was like twisting around and stuff. That was the line. First, we thought it was the line to get in. It wasn't. It was the line just to meet Robert Englund. And I understand that line. It took hours because these guys, these celebrities, they spend time with you. And they talk to everybody. They don't just sign and go and sign and go and sign and go. That's not what it's like. I mean, Robert Englund may have done that. They may have said, we got to move these people through here. But I just seriously doubt it because I just saw, like, when I met Sherilyn Fenn, she spoke with me and Eric for a really long time. And the guy in front of us, she talked to him for a long time, too. And she complimented my dress. Oh, that was awesome. She's going to love, well, She's not going to be there, but well, she might be there. She might be added, but the dress I'm going to wear this year, it's going to be awesome. Very awesome. But if you watch my videos, you've seen the fabric, so you know it's a Jason themed dress. But anyway, they do spend time with the people that meet them, and they chit chat, you know, because I feel like they know they're meeting diehards, people that would come to this event to meet them, to pay to meet them. These people really are there for them. You know what I'm saying? And Tyler Maine was, when we saw him, he was talking to fans and treating everybody like people. You know, I know there are some celebrities out there that don't really treat their fans like people. They treat them like a bother or like a fan. But they were just holding conversations. Like I was telling Cheryl and Fenn about me and a friend watching a movie, you know, and it was, you know, and we were just laughing and enjoying each other's company. She probably hated every second of it, but, you know, she was very sweet. And Opie, Ryan Hurst, I really wanted to meet him, but I had a tight budget. But he was just really, you know, having a conversation with fans, talking to them, hugging the ladies, you know, Mick Foley too, and Lance Henriksen also. All the celebrities I saw up close were really, they were very happy. They seemed very excited to meet their fans. I thought it was great. They were really nice. But I also think people who are very genre, I think I said gender earlier, but genre specific, like actors who do horror movies and stuff, they know that they're reaching a very specific type of audience, and they know these people are diehards, you know. So they're not meeting just willy-nilly fans. They're meeting people that really, really love horror, you know. And the same for the artists too, the vendors who were selling their art. Most of them are very friendly. Some of them were a little poo-poo. Like there are people there for some reason had like animals there that you can get your picture taken with for like $50 or something, and would not even speak to you if you didn't want to do it. Like if you had a question about the animal or something. They were kind of jerks and assholes, and I don't even think they really belong at Spooky Empire. But I guess if they pay the fee to get a booth, they can get it. But everyone else I talked to were very nice. They were very knowledgeable about horror. There was one artist in particular I was speaking to. I bought 3 artistic prints from him, and we were talking about Rob Zombie's Halloween versus John Carpenter's Halloween. And you know, it was just great to talk to people that love horror the way I love horror. I don't get to talk to people like that very often. Like there are a lot of horror fans on Twitter, but like if you bring up like A Cold Slice of Death or The Babysitter 1976, they're just like, what? That's not Jason, you know? And like, okay, so you're not really you're a Friday the 13th fan, or a Jason Voorhees fan, or the people that don't realize that Jason wasn't the killer in the first Friday the 13th movie. You know, now my nerd is showing. I am a horror nerd, but it's just nice to be surrounded by most of the people there care about horror and want to keep it alive and want to make it real in their lives, in their homes, you know. Well, not real. We don't want real horror. But there were people who had, artists who had candles centered around horror movies, toys centered around horror movies, clothes, aprons, saws, like they would paint the saw blades with the horror theme, or this one guy did knives. I mean, just beautiful artwork. I wish I could have bought everything I wanted, but I couldn't. But hopefully this year I'll be able to buy a couple new things. I'm probably not going to buy any more prints because I'm running out of room on my main wall, my main nerd wall. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see what I get into when I get there. But anyway, that's it. That's all I have for you today. I will continue to do updates as I get more information. The prices for a one-day ticket is $45, I believe, for Saturday. I don't know what it is for Friday or Sunday. But if you're going to go for Friday or Sunday, it's probably a better deal just to get tickets for the whole weekend, get a pass for the entire weekend. We're just going to be there on the Saturday, so that's the only day we're going to go. So anyway, last year Christine was also there too, the car, Christine. So that was cool. And I want to say the Impala from Supernatural was there, but it wasn't. I want to say it was there, but it wasn't. And people come in costumes, and they're amazing. People do amazing work with those costumes. But anyway, that's it for now. If I remember, I'll share a clip from the last event we went to, last Spooky Empire we went to. But thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to everyone later. Bye. Ooh, look, they got the silver shamrock.
Yeah, they're actually ridiculously
Is this a trick?
It always has those specials too.
Cute. He's roasting himself.